20 exercises to keep your brain fit. We all want to live as long as possible, but to fully enjoy our golden years we need to be completely compos mentis. Just like our bodies, our brains need to work out on a regular basis. Here are 20 exercises that will help you keep your brain fit and healthy. Try new things. The Alzheimer's Society recommends varying your routine to stimulate your brain. For example, try out a new activity, or switch hands when doing a familiar activity to change things up. Exercise your body. It has been established that regular physical exercise helps maintain our cognitive faculties. The increase in blood flow while working out feeds our neurons with oxygen and nutrients that keep them healthy. No need to run a marathon. Simple daily walks are enough to get the benefit. Keep learning. No need to take on a PhD to keep your brain healthy. You can continue learning by signing up for classes offered locally. It's never too late to learn how to play an instrument or learn a new language. Study. Research has shown that the longer you have spent studying, the longer your brain stays sharp. Pick up the phone. To maintain friendships when distance is an issue, simply pick up the phone. As a bonus, trying to learn the phone numbers of your loved ones off by heart will help train your memory. Play games. Do you like Sudoku? Well, good news, you're not wasting your time, whatever your children might think. According to the Alzheimer's Society, puzzles, crosswords and word searches are all activities that stimulate your brain. Clench your fists. A recent study has shown that clenching your fists stimulates neuronal activity in the frontal lobe, the part of your brain in charge of language. By clenching your left fist for 90 seconds, you'll stimulate the right hemisphere and vice versa. A good exercise to do while watching TV, which is a passive activity. Test your tolerance for interference. The Stroop test has been used by psychologists since the 1930s to test the brain's capacity to carry out a task without being distracted by an interfering element. The test involves naming the color of letters spelling a word without being distracted by the fact that the word spells out a different color. It is used to detect attention disorders, but can also be used to stimulate the brain. Work. According to the Stanford Center on Longevity, continuing to work is a key factor when it comes to brain health. Work provides an environment where we continue learning, maintain social ties, and are constantly stimulated. Get your hearing checked. Untreated hearing loss in elderly people contributes to deteriorating cognitive function. Get your hearing tested by a specialist. Challenge your brain. Not all cognitive activities are equally difficult or stimulating. Some require much less effort. For example, watching TV is the equivalent of gentle exercise for the brain, whereas solving a puzzle is more like brain boot camp. Try to go for less passive activities. Fire up your neurons. Adult brains continue to generate new neurons, but these die off if they are not used in the days following their creation. To use those neurons, learn something new every day. Open your dictionary at a random page, read a book or an article on Wikipedia, and the following day, make a mini quiz for yourself about what you've learned. Follow the 20-minute rule. A Stanford University study that was published in 2009 demonstrated that multitasking can have a negative impact on various cognitive processes, such as organizing information or attention. To improve your performance, it is recommended that you attempt a maximum of 2 tasks at once, and that you respect the 20-minute rule. Do an activity for at least 20 minutes before moving on to the next one. Read and talk. The Alzheimer's Society recommends not only reading books, but also discussing them with someone afterwards to consolidate what you've read. Make new friends. Social connections help maintain a healthy brain. That's why the Alzheimer's Society recommends meeting people and mixing with positive personalities, chatting and combating loneliness. Do mental arithmetic. Solving mental arithmetic problems trains your working memory and even develops areas of the brain that we previously thought were defined by our genetics. To put it another way, if we all just did a bit more mental math, we could all be as smart as Einstein. Or, at least, nearly. Write by hand. We increasingly write using keyboards, but continuing to do a bit of your writing by hand could help your brain activity. A study using brain imaging has shown that learning cursive writing stimulates several areas in the brain, and that handwriting poems or lists of things to do requires synchronization of the two hemispheres of the brain. Turn off the GPS. Make your brain work by getting from A to B by following directions given by a navigator or getting yourself there from memory, rather than relying on your GPS. A study published in the journal Nature demonstrated that the brain switches certain areas of itself off when the dulcet tones of your GPS are showing you the way. Meditate. A study published in 2015 demonstrated that the normal curve of age-related neurological decline was less steep among those who regularly practiced meditation. Not sure how to meditate? There are many apps that can help you quickly get to grips with the method. Volunteer with young people. Young people keep you young. Research carried out with experienced adults tutoring children in need of support revealed benefits for both young and old. Brain imaging showed that the older teachers had developed new neuronal